Hey, welcome back everybody.
Hi, it's Melissa.
And I'm Eric.
And we're Tilted K Homestead.
That's right, we are. And this channel is about our journey to becoming homesteaders. We bought 5 acres of timbered land in the foothills of the Ozarks in northern Arkansas in 2020. And this video here is going to be a recap of 2021
and everything that we've accomplished throughout the year on our homestead and also here in Connecticut.
In February, we headed back down to our homestead, and we were hoping that we would leave the winter snow behind us.
So we were really hoping to survey our land and see exactly what we have going on. We were able to get in there a little bit, but we still needed to figure out what we wanted cleared.
That's right. And we got that marked off, and we also made a lot of contacts down there for infrastructure, water, power, sewer, and met with several guys to do the land clearing. We were only down there for a week on this trip.
Yeah, so we only spent 4 days on our land.
Yes, that's right.
So let's take a look at how that trip went down in February.
As we drove southwest, we hoped that we would get out of the snow and the flurries. Once we hit western Pennsylvania, with the exception of a few flurries, we were in the clear. By the time we got into Arkansas, there wasn't a snowflake in sight. We thought we had it made. We settled into Miss Judy's cabin. The next morning, we would be on our land. We woke up the next morning to over a foot of snow, and it was still snowing. The forecast said that it would be 0 degrees for the next 2 days, with 2 more storms coming. I had to cut a path to get our truck onto our land. We found our boundary and started walking it. We marked out the areas we wanted cleared along the way. We made it all the way to the back, to the cattle pasture on the neighbor's land.
But soon our time was over and we had to head home. Alright, once we got back, we decided that we wanted to germinate petunia seeds. So we gave those a try.
And in April, we got the call and found out we got a plot at the community garden, which is real close to where our camper is. We were super excited to get a chance to garden because we haven't had a garden in 4 years.
It was a while.
So we got that going.
Along with preparing for our new garden plot, we also had to open up our camper for the summer season.
One of the other things that we're doing in preparation of becoming homesteaders is I am trying to sharpen my skills as a hunter and an angler. And spring came along and it was time for turkey season and salmon and trout fishing.
This was my first attempt at growing from seed. Although all the seeds did germinate, there's a big learning curve when it comes to planting from seed.
Opening the camper signals the start of spring, with summer just around the corner. We were so excited to finally get a chance to grow our own food again.
We worked so hard amending our soil just so that we could get our first seeds planted. Once we got everything planted, the garden really started to take its shape.
I saw plenty of turkeys on my game cams, but once opening day came around, they were very elusive. And I saw turkeys, but I never got anything close enough to harvest. I caught plenty of trout through the year, but I couldn't land a salmon.
Alright, before we knew it, it was time to head back down to our land in Arkansas.
This was going to be a 2-week trip. And we had a lot of plans of things that we wanted to get accomplished. We had lined up Lawrence excavating and tree trimming to do our land clearing, and we had appointments with the water company, the electric company, and Gil Gregory was going to come out and do our perk test and design our septic system.
We are back at Miss Judy's in Arkansas.
Our first day back on our land, and we get set up to get to work.
Once Tom and the crew got there, they got right to work.
There was no standing around. We had our own work to get done, and we jumped right into it.
These logs will soon be milled to become our home.
Missy was right beside me, working just as hard the whole time. With our perk test and septic done and all our supplies on site, we quickly got back to work. Things were really starting to take shape. Our time here was over, and the next morning, before the sun came up, we'd be leaving for home.
Alright, once we returned from this trip, we started preserving and canning. We also had to start planning for the last of our garden harvests.
And our garden blew up
It
while
did.
we were gone.
By the time we got back, it was exploding.
That's right. And fall was starting to roll around, and I had to get ready to get back into the woods. Deer season was coming up, and this was going to be a great opportunity for learning and improving my skills.
Yep.
So we didn't get a deer, but I learned a lot this season.
Mm-hmm. You did. You spent a lot of time.
I did, and I saw deer, and a couple of times I got a shot off at some deer, but I missed. But that's okay. First I have to see them, then I have to miss them. Next thing in the line is being able to get one. So I'm really confident going into next year.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have more luck. So basically, once fall came to an end, we got ready for the holidays. And the holidays are always about spending time with family, so we did a lot of that.
That's right. We are cherishing these last moments with family. We closed up the camper.
Yep.
And moved back here to our cottage.
Yes.
In the woods.
We also started purchasing seeds for not only for our garden for next year, but also for our homestead in preparation for what we want to plant down there.
That's right. We need to get a seed bank started, and it was really beneficial to get in the catalogs. And really go through the plants, and it gives you more of a perspective of what you're going to lay out. Yeah, it gives you
a really good idea. Now, this is all new to us, so we spent a lot of time looking at the catalogs because there's so much information.
There is, and we probably spent a month and a half going through the catalog and online to make sure that we got the right varieties of things that we wanted.
We also have been doing a lot of research. We watch a lot of videos that help us learn how to do things, whether it be raising the animals or growing food.
That's right. Not only is there reading research that we do, we do watch a lot of videos on YouTube.
Yeah, the homesteading videos.
The homesteading videos of people all around. We also watch a lot of people in Arkansas.
Yeah, just because our climate.
Because it's the same climate, so we're watching what they're growing. We're also watching how long their growing season is, when they're switching over into their high tunnels, you know, because up here in New England, our fall, winter, spring season.
Yeah, the growing season here is very short.
Yeah, it's a much longer fall and a much longer winter and spring. Yeah. We're going to gain probably 4 to 6 weeks of growing season that we wouldn't have up here. And we're going to get a whole greenhouse season that we would not necessarily get up here. So that's one of the other things that we've been doing this year. So that's our 2021 season and some of the progress that we've made.
I think we've done a lot this year.
We did do a lot this year.
Keeping in mind that we still both work full-time jobs.
That's right. We both still work full-time jobs.
And have to make time for family, friends, making time for learning, and making time for trips. It's a lot.
And all the other things that life throws at you.
Yes,
so
all the unexpected things.
We're very happy with how this year turned out and the progress that we've gotten. Next year, we go back down. The rest of our water goes from the water main that they installed all the way to the house, and we're going to lay out water around on the property. Our house footings go in.
Yep, so there's a lot coming up for this year.
Hopefully we're going to get our power in at that point. It's all set up. I don't know if it'll go in while we're down there. Laying out gardens, laying out where my sawmill is going to go. There's a lot coming up in this next trip down.
And it'll be really exciting because we haven't seen any of our land since last year.
In August.
So, yeah, in August.
So
it'll be interesting to see what seeds came up.
That's right.
See if we have grass.
The ground cover that we put in, we were told by Gil that it's coming up. He's doing our septic. Our septic system will be in when we go down on this next trip. So we'll see what's going on with that. There's a lot of contacts we need to make. We're going to do the final fertilization of our land. The land down there is very acidic.
Yes.
So I have to come in with a couple of tons of lime to straighten that out and some bone meal to bring up our calcium levels, and our soil will be okay for growing. And then we'll just amend it as time goes on. But we'd really like to thank you all for joining us today and for following our channel. And if you're not subscribed or you're new to our channel, we hope that you will continue to follow our channel and our progress as we move forward.
And if there's anything that you've seen throughout this video, you can always go back and check our playlist. We have actually full videos of some of the clips that we showed.
That's right. And I will leave a link up there and down in the description to our actual channel page where you can see all the videos that we have put out on our journey. Remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell. It'll let you know every time we have a video coming out.
And remember, the best way that you can help us out is sharing all of our videos on your social media pages.
That's right. And if you have a dream and you believe that dream, you too can live that dream.
You can live it.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.